Pokemon seller crashing out. You know what's crazy? If this is the one about Pikachu, I think Pikachu. I think I saw a clip of this on Instagram. Yeah, this was interesting.
The way this web's been speaking to me, I cannot quit watching Pokemon TCG degeneracy videos. The community is in an absolutely deplorable state right now, and I am addicted to it. I am mainlining these videos. They are endlessly entertaining. Just watching the greasiest, goofiest, geekiest losers try and squeeze a couple of nickels out of children's lunch money by scamming, scalping, whatever low business practices they can think of for Pokemon cards. And a lot of times, they're not even actually scamming kids, they're scamming each other. Like, scalpers are just perpetually fighting each other. It's pandemonium out there, and every time a Pokemon vending machine gets restocked, you can bet your sweet bippy there are going to be corpses lining that sidewalk, fucking slit throats out the wazoo. But not everyone in the community is a scammer, obviously. And not everyone on Whatnot, the platform we talked about a week or so ago, where people go there, they host their own auctions and sell cards and shit like that.
Bro, Whatnot, boy, they be making niggas crash out. Okay, I kind of figured it was Whatnot. that platform is devilish, bro. Devious.
Not everyone is on there scamming. There is a lot of them there, but not everyone. But today we're gonna mix it up a little bit. I'm not going over a blatant scam. I'm going over a pathetic crash out. I don't know if this channel scams or anything. I don't know anything about them other than their incredible crash outs that they frequently do on the platform publicly in front of their audience.
What do we do? What do we do?
Kitty, the business, how we doing?
Tell me, what do we do?
I'm doing good, Kitty. How's your night?
I know, but what do we do? If I run anything,
I'm doing real good.
Tell me, how do I fucking do this? Bro, okay, tell me so I can go get fucking $4 on a
It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, because they don't want seller.
I understand what you mean. It's all
You
good.
guys trying to lock in?
No, girl,
What, 51 Japanese?
Dude,
That's just so sad. Just out here groveling. Like, come on, guys, let's lock in. Look, he's losing money. What are you guys doing? We gotta lock in. We have to support this guy. He's working real hard for you.
Yeah, I got one song after this, and you can drop a chat, and I'll get you after that
You know how
song.
difficult it is to scalp Pokemon packs? Like, guys, we have to reward this. Can we get the bids going? Can we get some fucking bids in here? Chat, anybody?
That's what he was doing. That's what he was doing.
dude,
That's just so sad. Just out here groveling. Like, come on, guys, let's lock in. Look, he's losing money. What are you guys doing? We gotta lock in. We have to support this
No,
guy.
I don't
He's
listen to
working
dubstep.
real
I mean,
hard for you. Look at all the blood.
It's
sweat, and
cool,
tears
but
he puts
I
in
don't
gathering
I don't turn it
Pokemon
on.
card
Not a fan
packs.
of it.
You know how
No,
difficult it is to scalp Pokemon packs? Like, guys,
I don't
we
listen
have
to it on my own,
reward
but
this. Can we get the bids going?
wanna send
Can we
some
get
dubstep,
fucking
send some
bids in here?
dubstep.
Chat, anybody?
nah, guys, remember when we had 18,000 people on TikTok and nobody was hating? It's fucking hilarious. It's actually crazy how when I have 60 people, you guys hate. Crazy, bro. Insane. Like, so funny, bro. This app is so toxic, bro. So fucking toxic, bro.
And you sound like a real ray of sunshine there, big guy. I actually tuned into one of his auctions before just to see if I could catch a crash out live, like a little shiny Pokemon nugget for me to enjoy. But I didn't get to
Kitty, appreciate the
like a fugue state after a lobotomy
appreciate
or
the
something. So I didn't get to witness one
follow.
live,
I
but
appreciate that.
basically, he's all heated and bent out of shape. His butt's all sore because he's talking about how on TikTok with 18,000 people watching him, there was no one criticizing him. But on Whatnot, he only has 60 people that are in the chat bidding here, like participating, and they're giving him some shit.
Yeah, Whatnot.
Far be
Whatnot, boy. Them niggas is demons over there. They don't give a rat's ass who you are, how big or famous you are. They gonna get at you.
I mean, a
Shit
question
crazy.
the master here, but on TikTok, those aren't real viewers. Those those numbers mean nothing. You
Facts.
have 18,000 people there, and there's probably only like 4 people chatting. I would
Facts.
imagine. Those are people there just like idly scrolling, and they somehow landed on you. That is the worst metric to gauge anything by ever. The reason no one was insulting you there and shooting spitballs is because they weren't even looking at you. They weren't even watching the stream. That 18,000 number, you can just throw that in the trash. The 60 people here are active, and they weren't.
That's
like
crazy.
This.
Comment about saving $2, bro. You need to save $2, bro? Holy shit. Wrong hobby. Wrong hobby, bro.
Yeah, you can't talk
on
about.
here for free packs. Holy shit.
Yeah, you can't talk about niggas' money, man. As a streamer, that's one thing you can't do. You can't shame your viewers' pockets, man. Because that's a blessing, man. To be on here and to be financially stable on as a streamer, that is a true blessing. That is a gift. You know what I'm saying? So you can't shame your viewers' pockets. That's not gonna get them. That's not gonna make them. That's not gonna make them, want to help you, want to financially support you so you can become bigger, do this as a full-time thing. That's just not a good tactic.
I'm gonna lose my mind over this shit, chat. The fact that I can't run like what I want to run right now is crazy. Because you guys don't fuck with it. It's insane. 151, Prismatic, T-Fest, everything. Crazy, bro.
Tripping over some Pokemon
Imagine
cards.
saying that without an iota of shame. You want to save $2? Wrong hobby. This is a man's hobby. This is Pokemon. You know how many men I've had to jerk off in the public bathrooms near the glory holes in order to secure some fucking prismatic evolution packs? You haven't struggled like I've struggled. Dude's out here talking wacky like he's the Tony Soprano of Pokemon ripping and shipping. It's so cringe, man. Look in the mirror. You are ripping Pokemon packs on Whatnot. And he's gonna have this kind of fucking stink about someone who's rightfully trying to save some money on this hobby, which is pretty much impossible because of fucking losers like this guy dominating it by controlling all of the supply. So then people are getting desperate enough to go on Whatnot for streams like this and bid on packs that have a very good chance of being tampered with in the first place, by
Facts.
the way. There are so many...
Yep, the Pokemon shit is crazy. The grocery store I go to all the time, they got the Pokemon machine. The shit's always sold out. There's never any Pokemon in there. I mean some, but 90% of the thing is sold out every time I go in there. It's insane.
many scammers on there, so much resealing, so much weighing, so much dog shit.
Understand that? If I charge 19, I get back 17. I make $2, and that is literally this transparency that you guys deserve. You know what I mean? When I sell it for 9, and I pay the 15, and then I get back 7, I lose $7.50. Brian, I don't need a lie, bro. I do this fucking every night, little boy. Okay? I don't need a lie. I do this every night. Why would I bitch if I got it anything lower? And why would I put my right hand to God? Just fucking think for a second. Little boys.
He says that to people a lot, calling
Jesus.
them little boys. The way he says that is just like skin crawling. It's so
Yes.
fucking peculiar.
Yeah.
But I mean, checkmate. Why would he put his right hand to God? He's got you there. He put you in the scholar's mate position there. He's telling the truth, clearly. We have to take him at his word. He seems like a trustworthy enough guy. He seems, sane. No screws loose there in that noodle.
You ain't even got money to swipe. Shut up. Like, fuck. He ain't got no money. You ain't even got money. Let's go.
The way he said that sounded almost identical to Wes Watson if he was hitting puberty. Like, that was the exact same inflection and everything there. And the same
Wes
exact
Watson.
attitude as well. Something I find fascinating, though, is some of the comments... in
Hey,
the chat
Kitty,
have
did you-
no reason
oh, you gonna
to
drop your link in the,
that's
Discord?
talking about him negatively, a hater.
Just drop it in
and
Discord.
Talking about, the criticism or whatever. I find that so interesting. He has every reason in the world to lie. What do you mean he has no reason to? Wait... You expect him to be like, yeah, I actually make $10 off of you goobers every single night on every single pack that I sell. You will overpay for everything I put in your face. All of you are overpaying. You are my little pay piggies. You are Play-Doh in the palm of my hands, and I work you for my financial gain. You think he's just going to say that? No. He's obviously going to try and make it seem like he's doing you a favor. Like, look, I'm such a martyr. I'm such a noble, good guy. I'm trying to give Pokemon power to the people here. I'm losing this money on these packs at this price. But I do it for the love of the game. It's just mind-boggling to me that someone with a straight face would actually type that he has no reason to lie. That is delusional to a disgusting degree. Now, I'm not saying he is lying. Maybe he is telling the truth. I have no way of knowing. But he has every incentive in the world to be dishonest with his pricing here and what he takes home on what price and this and that.
Whitewash. I'm not. And that's the reason that the market is 20 or more for these
He is
packs.
tripping.
You know what it does? Is distribution says, who has more money? That's it. Who has more money? We bid on these cases because that's how you get allocated 10, 20, 30 cases a week. I've been doing this for 5 years. 4 years and like 8 months or whatever the fuck it is. November, it's 5 years. So you guys are not gonna tell me, oh, like, you sound like literally a little child in the chat.
You've been doing this for almost 5 years, but from the sound of things, you're always losing money on it.
Facts.
Sounds like you're pretty shit at it.
You seem agitated.
Or the business itself of Pokemon scalping isn't a great business in the first place. But perhaps that's just a take from someone on the crack pipe.
And he been doing it for 5 years. 5 years was the pandemic, and everything was working during the pandemic. Every single thing, the Pokemon packs, the everything. Couldn't miss in the pandemic. Everybody was home.
Who could possibly besmirch the good name of Pokemon scalping? No, that surely can't be the problem.
Need new distro? I live in Los Angeles, big dog. If you think you a heavy hitter, go ahead and supply me with a better distro then. How about that? I live in Los Angeles, my boy. You know there's people that got millions and millions and millions of dollars to weekly re-up, right? These dudes go restock millions and millions of dollars. $2, $3, $4, $5, $10 million a week, okay? Now, I'm in a six-figure club, but I'm not sitting there doing millions of dollars up, so I can't negotiate those prices like that. So I have literally been doing this for 4 years. That's why it's so frustrating when you guys say, like, random shit like, hit me up, bro. Hit me up like you're some fucking saint, like you're gonna be able to do it better.
This part I found pretty interesting because the guy that he's rimming out right now wasn't even like being mean or criticizing him.
Just asking the question.
You need new distro, meaning you need something a little bit better here for your business. And the guy's like, what the fuck did you just say to me? And now he's just flipping out about it.
He forgot the question mark.
Meltdowns, like the constant crashing out from this guy, it doesn't sound like things are just going swimmingly. It doesn't sound like this is like a very great, healthy endeavor for him. So this dude is just saying, like, maybe something needs to change here, and he's just going ballistic about it.
All right, chat, lock in. We got Frizzy up on the screen. Yeah, not losing money for you guys. Y'all don't even fucking care about me, so fuck that. Y'all don't give a shit about me. The fuck am I gonna give you a deal for, bro? If you did, you would cover the difference. You know that. You know what you gotta do. That's actually sickening, though. Not even a cat, bro. Thank you, Teddy. Teddy's a fucking G, bro. That's why.
He finally gets out of the wambulance here and does a pack sale, which someone named Teddy wins. He gets absolute trash in it, and then still tips $10, I think. I'm still a little confused on exactly how Whatnot works. So I think he paid the money for the pack, and then after it got ripped, he saw that he got actual nothing, and then still tipped this guy $10 for the service of fucking him in the face.
Damn.
That is pathetic. Especially after this man's rambling and ranting about his, like, fucking bleeding heart routine, play the sad violin for all the money he doesn't make through scalping Pokemon packs. This guy still tips him. He lets this guy guilt trip him to give him more money. That's crazy to me.
That's tough.
He even unapologetically says that they don't care about him. Oh my god. And that it's sickening that they don't care about him or whatever. Like, I just can't imagine buying a pack from this guy. Like, even if he's not scamming, and even if he's giving, like, a great price, spoiler alert, he's
not.
Really not. But even if he was, his attitude, I couldn't imagine doing business with him. Anyway, though, I won't bother showing other crash outs. They're all pretty similar to these two here. So, that's really about it. So, yeah.
Grown ass man acting like that over some Pokemon cards is pretty sad. I ain't gonna lie. That's a sad tactic, a sad time we are living in. But the one thing you can't do, you cannot attack your viewers' pockets, man. Because at the end of the day, the viewers dictate if you are financially stable on these streaming platforms. That's just how it's good. You can be here for 15 hours out of the day. You know what I'm saying? But unfortunately, if you're not being supported by the people who are watching streaming wise, outside of ads, which ads are a whole nother thing, my brother, you know, it's gonna be difficult. And you make that more difficult when you you attack them. So that's rough.